My name is Lucy. I love to sew, and my YouTube channel is all about the things that inspire me, the things that I'm making through the year, and also tutorials for you guys to get you inspired and get you behind your sewing machines too. So I haven't really sewn a lot since my last video, I must admit. With getting the kids back to school, we've had a couple of things done in the house. I've had work coming in. September has just flown by in no time at all, so I haven't really done any sewing. I've done a little bit of sewing for somebody else, fixing some bits and pieces, but none for myself particularly. So I don't really have anything to show you. In fact, the only thing I think I did whip up a little black gingham skirt, a little self-drafted one with a little tie belt as well, just a really simple one because I had some gingham and I just fancied to sew one afternoon. But that is pretty much it, I think. I think the last video I shared with you was the Ogden cami, which I still love, this little shiny one. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the chance to go to any Christmas parties this year to wear this, but hey, I'll wear it at home. So today's video, I thought what I would do instead of showing you what I've made is tell you what my plans are from now to the end of the year, show you a little bit of fabric that I've purchased recently, and a couple of new patterns that have come out which caught my eye, which I'm going to add to my sewing list as well because they look really nice. So first of all, I want to give you an update of my Wool in the Gang knitting kit. I bought this at the beginning of the year because I love a bit of knitting, and well, I love a bit of knitting. That's a lie. I don't really knit at all. I love the thought of knitting. So I thought I would have a go. I've seen Wool in the Gang all over Instagram, people purchasing their packs. They're quite expensive, but I got 30% off after Christmas, and they quite often have that offer. So I thought I would buy a pack and give it a go. So I went for a cardi, which is easy knit. Didn't choose beginners, of course. Just went for the next level up, because I thought that'd be really cool for the autumn winter. And then unfortunately in February I broke both of my wrists, which put me out of action. So I didn't actually start my cardigan until lockdown pretty much, maybe just before that. So it's been a slow process. But let me update you. I did share this with you guys quite a way back before I started it. So you get this amazing bag like this, which is pretty cool to get through the post anyway. And you obviously choose what you want to make, and I chose the Hero cardigan. So it's quite a simple, big baggy cardigan, which I thought would be perfect for lovely sort of cold autumn and winter evenings. And then in your pack, you get these amazing balls of wool. So my pack came with 6 of these. Look how amazing they are. And I chose the Cameo Rose, and this is the Crazy Sexy Wool. So it's really thick, really super cozy. And then for this particular cardigan, because it's quite loose knit, so excuse me, bending down, I also got these big chunky knitting needles with my pack because I didn't have any. If you've already got knitting needles that fit their recommendation, you obviously don't need to purchase these on top. And not only that, I've also got this crazy joint sort of, I don't know, knitting needles, which is quite funky. Never used them before, so that was the experience as well. Then you get a little booklet telling you how to make your cardi, and there are loads of YouTube videos. So basically what I've done is at each step, so it said starting with a purl row, work so many rows, and then a stocking stitch. I didn't know how to do them initially, although once I watched it, to be fair, I did remember because my mum used to knit a lot. But I just sat and watched the YouTube videos as I was doing it. They are brilliant, really simple to follow along. So yeah, that's really good. And this is how far I've got so far. So I'm pretty sure I haven't counted the right number of rows as I've been knitting. So it might be a little bit wonky when it's finished, but do you know what? It's unique and handmade. So this is the back of my cardi here. This cardi is sewn sort of all in one piece at the shoulders. So you sew this big massive back piece, and then you split it and sew one down the front and one down the other front. And I'd never done that before. I followed the YouTube videos read the instructions, read them again, and I done it. So it honestly can be done. So this is my cardie so far. So as you can see, really big and chunky. Look how cozy that looks. I can't wait to wear it. And the next stage I'm on now is to start the arms. So I think you attach the arms. So what I need to do is cast onto this existing bit here, and then I'll sew the arms, and then you stitch up under the arms and down the side of the cardie, and then it's pretty much done, I think. It might be a little bit, might be some ribbing down this front bit I need to do, potentially. So all in all, I found it pretty simple. The only little error I can see that I've done, as you can see on the front of the cardigan, one of the ribbing has turned out correct, and the other piece of ribbing has turned out incorrect. So all I've got missing is that sort of little sort of knitted piece across the top, but hey, it's handmade. I think I've done pretty well so far. So I'm really excited to get that finished. Doesn't really look much now. It looks like these are arms, but they really are the front of the cardigan. Obviously when it's all stitched together, and I've got my ribbing bit down the front here. Oh, I can't wait to wear it. It looks so cozy. In fact, I think it would make an amazing blanket as well. I might just order some more of this wool and just make a big massive blanket now that I know I can do this cool rib stitch. So that was my first thing to show you. So that's still work in progress, and I'm desperate to finish that because obviously it's getting cooler now and I could wear it this year. So fingers crossed. So that's my Wool in the Gang knitting project, and the hero cardigan is the one that I made. So super pleased with how far I've got with that, considering I pretty much have done no sewing apart from when I was a child with my mum, and that was only messing about. So definitely worth having a look if you're into that. Next things on my list, there's a few things I've had on my list for ages. I always do this. I decide on making these different things and then I get distracted and make something else. I'm going to try and stick to these now because I've had them and the fabrics, the pattern and the fabrics ready to go for a little while. So I'm going to try and stick to these particular patterns. The first one is the Deer and Doe Sirocco jumpsuit. This one here, the long one. I bought this because my nephew was supposed to be getting married April, obviously lockdown, so it's been postponed to next year, sort of spring next year, so we're fingers crossed, we're hoping that might be able to go ahead. But I thought this would make a really cute wedding outfit, and the fabric that I've got for that, and again I've shared this in a past video, so I will try and link it up here for you so you can head over and find out where these fabrics are from, is this really nice, I think it's a viscose, might be a scuba actually. It's got a bit of stretch to it. Lovely sort of navy background with these lovely big flowers in, and I thought that would make a really, really amazing jumpsuit. So that is on my list and has been on my list since the beginning of the year, of course, because that's when the wedding was in April, even though, you know, I had broken wrists for about 9 weeks. So that is to do, although the wedding isn't to next year, so that will probably be one of my last makes of this year. So really look forward to that. And I've seen, again, loads of this pattern made back in the sort of beginning of the year. Instagram accounts have been making this quite straightforward to make. It fitted really well, so I'm hoping if you've got any tips, if you've made that pattern already, let me know what the sizing's like and things. So that's on my list. I need to get that done. The other thing I want to do, and I had this for a little while too, just grab it, the Sew Over It Amelia jacket. So I bought her a little magazine, which was really cute. If you haven't seen this before, it was a really sweet little magazine actually from Lisa Comfort, and in there it tells you latest news, shopping, you've got sort of fashion, sorry, bit of a moment there, my memory was full. Yeah, so I was saying Lisa Comfort's little magazine, it's really sweet, it's got all sorts of little articles in there about fashion, and it's also got a pattern of hers. So in this particular magazine, it was the Amelia jacket, which is like this little bomber jacket, which is really on trend for this autumn winter. And I bought, to go with this pattern, this really, really lovely like khaki green sort of heavyweight twill fabric, I think it is. It's got no stretch in it at all, but I thought that would look really cute. It's like a little bomber jacket, and maybe with a gold zip down the front, and maybe with some funky lining inside. Haven't found any lining as of yet. So yeah, it's quite warm as well, where it's quite thick and heavyweight. So that is also a make on my list. So that is quite high up my list because I think that'd be really cute to wear in the cooler weeks ahead. So yeah, check that out if you haven't seen it as well. It's really sweet. It's not just about sewing and fashion. She's also got like a little garden bit in there, how to make your own little succulent indoor garden. She's got a bit about her homeware brand that she also has as well, and her new house. So yeah, some really cute things in there, little craft project in the back, and it come with that pattern as well. So that was really sweet. So I was really pleased with that. It was a nice little read. So that is on my list too. So again, if anyone's had a go at making that, let me know. I'm not sure how difficult that is going to be, but yes, so that's on my to-do list as well for the winter. So the other thing, new pattern-wise, I've written these down because I'll completely forget them, is again last winter, and I didn't get round to it at all. I was very ambitious with all my makes, probably the same as this winter. I really wanted to make myself a blazer because I really like that quite smart look with jeans. And I bought this really, really lovely dog tooth fabric with a bit of stretch in there. It's really soft actually, almost like almost like a brushed feel to it. It's really lovely and cozy, and I wanted to make a blazer from that, and I had a pattern set aside, which I don't know where I put it now, but actually it was quite a formal looking blazer, and I think that's probably why I didn't make it in the end. And I've seen one recently on Instagram from the Avid Seamstress. It's a new pattern out, and it's a blazer pattern. It's called The Blazer. I will share a picture of it now for you. So this is a little screenshot of their Instagram account, the Avid Seamstress. And as you can see, it's quite a casual looking blazer, quite loose fitting, quite square almost, which I quite like. Inset pockets. I think it's going to look really nice out of that fabric. The look of it. And I think that would look really amazing with this fabric. So I'm going to purchase that at some point and have a go at that, and hope I've got enough fabric here. I think I ordered 2 meters, so I should have. So that is on my list as well. So if you haven't seen that pattern, go check that out. It's the Avid Seamstress. I'll put the link down in the comments for you and go and see what patterns she has, but it's called The Blazer and it's new out at the moment. The other new pattern that caught my eye last week, which again I saw on Instagram, I will show you a pic in a mo, is the Fleetwood dress. Sorry, I'm looking down. From French Navy Now, and I like French Navy Now. I've made a t-shirt, I've got their Stellan tee, that's French Navy. Their patterns are really nice, they're an independent pattern maker. They don't have loads of patterns as well, they're sort of up and coming. I also saw almost pretty much the same dress in the new Next catalogue that arrived on my doorstep this week. I was having a browse through for some inspiration, and I almost bought it because I thought, oh, that looks really nice. I like the sort of the button shirt dress type thing, but without being a shirt dress, because it's got like a little waist on it, this particular pattern. So when this one popped up on Instagram, I was like, perfect, that pretty much matches what I've seen, so I would try and have a go at it. And the pattern that came up on Instagram was from Gunther Ghani, who is a fabric store. Again, I'll leave their link below. I saw it pop up on their Instagram, and I also saw pop up on their Instagram a little while ago a couple of fabrics I think would be really nice for this particular dress. There was a brushed cotton checked one in sort of a, what colours was it? It was like either navy or a charcoaly colour maybe, with that sort of like burnt orange through it, which I love. They're all about at the moment, all those colours. So either that, and that was a brushed cotton, so I thought that'd be really nice and warm and lovely. And another fabric popped up, and that was a large check fabric, but like a linen mix fabric. I thought that would be lovely as well. So I'm going to pick which one first. Maybe I'll pick the cheapest fabric first and see how it goes, and then maybe get the other one if I like it. So that is on my list of things to do as well. I might have a go at that sooner rather than later, because I'm trying to be better this winter and not wear jeans all the time, because I want to try and wear my me-made clothes more often. So maybe going to make that look really nice with some chunky tights, I think, as well, and some boots. So that one's on my list. And then the other thing, which I'm really excited about, is the Lander pants. And I've had this pattern again, I purchased a few months ago. I purchased the PDF pattern. This is the Lander pants. You can make a shorts version, you can make the full length version, or you can make sort of the ankle version, which again is really popular at the moment as well. So I bought this with the intention to make the summer shorts, because I love shorts in the summer, but didn't get round to it. But I did have some fabric from, let me just check where I got it, some fabric back in March this year when I broke my wrist and I just did fabric shopping instead of sewing. And it's a stretch denim, it's got a little bit of stretch in it, even though I think they suggest not using a stretch fabric. But anyhow, so I thought I would use it as my can't say it, anyway that. My mock-up, I thought I would use it for that because I got it from Pound Fabrics. It was £2.50 a metre. Can't go wrong. So this is going to be my tester version, shall we say, of the Lander pants. I'm making the full length trouser. It's all cut out, ready to go. I love my rainbow pattern. I ran out of printer paper, so I had to raid the children's craft cupboard. My daughter. So I've got this pretty colourful pattern because I just wanted to print it and I couldn't be bothered to wait for the printer paper to arrive. But anyway, so I've printed out this. So I'm going to make the long version initially. I really like the idea of the ankle length trouser, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to suit me because I'm quite tall. Will it just look like I'm wearing trousers that are not long enough for me, or have shrunk in the wash? I don't know. So I thought what I'll do is I'll cut out the full length trouser, and then this line here is the ankle length trouser, and then when I'm ready to hem I might just roll it up and see if it looks alright, and if it does I might cut it off and make the shorter length, or if it doesn't look alright then I've still got the longer length version ready to sew the hem to. So that's my plan. But I thought the shorter ones would look really cool. I've just bought myself some high top Converse for the autumn. I thought it'd look really cool with those underneath, so we'll see. You know what it's like, you like these things, then when you try it on yourself it just doesn't suit you, so that'll probably be the case. But yeah, so this is the Lander pants. This is my fabric choice. It's quite a dark denim, and I probably wouldn't choose this. This is not what I had in mind when I got this pattern, but obviously I'm using it because it's cheap. I haven't made a fly trouser before, so I just want to test the pattern out first. So this fabric cost me like £7.50. I bought 3 meters of it, so it's absolute bargain. And it's actually really good quality. I bought another fabric from them which I didn't like so much, so it's potluck really. But yeah, this is really good quality. So we'll see how these turn out. That's all cut out, ready to go. Ta-da! These are my pattern pieces. And then, if I get the fit right on these and I like the pattern and it sews up okay, and I have time and don't run out, I want to get this sort of colour twill to make my next pair, if I like them. We'll see. Anyhow, that's ready to go. So that, I cut that out this morning in fact. Yes, that's the Lander pants. So the Lander pants are by True Bias, by the way, just in case you don't know. Really excited to have a go at those. There's loads of these all over Instagram as well. Instagram seems to be my go-to for when I'm looking for inspiration and looking for ideas on what to make. And also, I see loads of things I want to make, but I can't always, I'm not so good at choosing what fabrics I like. I tend to go for fabrics that are quite bright and fun, but then when they arrive, I'm like, I probably wouldn't wear that, so I need to focus myself in and choose fabrics that I'm actually going to wear, rather than just, you know, really bright sort of fun ones that, you know, potentially I'm not going to wear, because I don't tend to wear those sorts of fabrics. I don't know if other people find that problem. I'm just drawn into things, so So I went online, like you do, had a little browse at Sew Me Sunshine. I've ordered from them before. They have lovely fabrics, and I bought myself a couple of viscose fabrics because I made a skirt, finished a skirt on my last vlog, which I really like, and I thought these fabrics, I love the hang of viscose fabrics. I just like the feel of them, the hang. There's no itchiness. They're just really nice, and I don't have a lot of sort of going out clothes in my wardrobe. Not that we can go out particularly at the moment, but still, good time to make it. So I thought these sorts of fabrics sort of lend themselves really nicely to that, because you can make floatier sort of clothes, dresses and skirts and things. So I found this pattern. I can't remember where I saw this. I think again somebody made a similar skirt using this pattern. I really liked the look of it. So I found it on eBay, brand new. So the Simplicity 8606, and I've been wanting to make a little wrap skirt like this one, or this one in fact, with a frill round, and I wanted to do that out of this cotton check fabric, but it's a bit too stiff really. The frill wouldn't hang right, so I still really want to make one of those, and I'm thinking probably this little short one, or maybe this looks nice as well, but I don't know if the midi length skirts really suit me, even though I started wearing them. I'm not sure. So one of these two I really fancy, with the frill around the bottom, and it's not sort of a frill like this, it's sort of a much deeper, and it just sort of drapes as such. And I was thinking this gorgeous teal colour spot fabric from Sew Me Sunshine, which I bought recently. So that would have to be a short one because I haven't got so much of that. I thought that would look really lovely, and I might even put a lining or a little petticoat underneath that so that I can sort of wear it when it's a bit cooler. And then I also bought this fabric because, again, really bright, and I wouldn't normally wear this, but I really liked it. I thought it was really pretty. I think this is a viscose. Well, it's got the drape, but it doesn't feel quite as soft as the other. But I really liked the look of this one, and sort of this is like an orange background. It's a bit brighter than I thought it was online. I must admit, it's really hard sometimes to tell, but it's got these sort of blue flowers with yellow in, and I thought that would either look really nice as one of these skirts, or even a dress. Maybe even a Tilly indigo dress might look quite cool out of that. Maybe I'll make one of those out of that. I don't know. There's not a plan really for this one, but I've got quite a lot of this fabric. It might have been in the sale. Maybe that's why I bought more of it. Probably was, to be fair. So yes, so potentially that might be a next year project, because I'm not going to fit all of these in, that's for sure. Definitely good to have something to work towards. So quite a lot going on, quite a lot of ideas in my head. And not only my own sewing, if you know me from outside of my YouTube channel, you also know that I run my small business called Made by Lucy, or formerly known as Made by Lucy. I'm going through a little bit of a rebrand, and it's now called Lucy's Sew Studio. I teach sewing up in my little cabin up here, which is not happening at the moment because it's too compact and I just can't get the number of people in who would normally be in a workshop with me because of social distancing, which is really sad. But I also have been doing some online courses at the end of last year, which I haven't been doing again while the children have been off, because I've kind of been focusing my attentions on them, which has been really nice. But I've just restarted and I've opened up my Lucy Sew Club, and it's going to be a fortnightly live sewing club where you pay £4.50 to join us. You get a 2-hour live sewing workshop with me on a Zoom webinar. We make some really fun, simple projects, not so much dressmaking, more sort of practical, useful projects, just to really sort of motivate and inspire you to get behind the sewing machine. So either if you're like a beginner and you want to learn to sew, these are really fun little projects that you can have a go and make at to build your confidence on the sewing machine. So perfect for beginners, but equally perfect for experienced sewers too. Really just to, you know, find motivation and sew socially. I know probably like a lot of you as well, you know, I have I go through stages where I'm really on it and I'm up sewing all the time and I feel really motivated and inspired. And then I go through periods where that's a real struggle and I find it harder, like anyone. Having my small business helps because I inspire others and I teach others, so that kind of keeps me ticking along, but I don't always make time for sewing for myself. So it's really as well for more experienced sewers to just keep your motivation going. So if you're having a bit of a slump, these little sessions are perfect. They're fun, you learn a few little skills and techniques, just make some really cute little things and let me think of all the, you know, ideas and decisions on what to make. All you've got to do is turn up and provide your fabrics. So you've got to choose your fabrics. And this week is the first one on Thursday, the 24th, I believe it is, in the evening, and we're making a really cute little hanging pod. I will leave the details, in fact, down below. We have a Facebook group you can join, which tells you when the sessions are coming up, what we're going to be making, and how to join those sessions. So you're welcome to head over to Facebook and join that. Or if you don't have Facebook, you can also pop me an email and I'll add you to my Sewing Club email list as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment business-wise. So if you didn't know that, hi, I'm formerly Made by Lucy, now Lucy's Sew Studio, and that's what we're currently doing at the moment. Other news, not a lot really, just taking my time, getting used to all this strangeness that's still going on, trying to spend loads of time with the kids and make sure they're happy is my sort of main priority. But as the darker evenings have come up, I love coming up into my little studio up here, and when it's dark outside, the lights on, put some tunes on and have a sew. So I'm really looking forward to the autumn and winter, trying to get some sewing projects made. But just pop over to my website, madebylucykiss.co.uk, check out what I've got going on at the moment and how you might be able to get involved. And thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I hope that has inspired you and given you some ideas on what to sew. And hopefully in my next video next month, I will have some things to show you off of this list. Yay, hopefully maybe my Landa pants, that would be really cool. Until next time, I will see you then. Stay safe, stay happy, and happy sewing, of course. See you next time. Bye.